The world of Dark Souls is hollow, poisonous, deadly, and frustratingly dark. Yet, I find myself fondly reminiscing about Lordran more than any other video game setting to date. Surely I must have lost my mind, for what could cause these grand feelings over a world so dark? One of the main aspects of Dark Souls that I admire is its unforgiving vagueness. Even after conquering every boss and becoming the strongest in Lordran, understanding the game's true meaning is nearly impossible through gameplay alone. Despite getting hopelessly lost and having a poor understanding of the story after my first playthrough, I love how Dark Souls was designed.
And these idiots, and then just go right where I am right now. They're going to follow you and just jump right off the map, and you'll get 7,000 souls.
I like it for two primary reasons. Firstly, Dark Souls was confusing and filled with unanswerable questions, just like life.
That's the gayest shit I ever heard.
Secondly, I believe that every piece of media has two lives, the original source and the online community that builds around it. And for someone like me who likes to deep dive into things, Dark Souls was the perfect rabbit hole to go down. Honestly, it's incredible how much deeper the world gets than you're able to experience on a first playthrough. The online community itself entertained me for hours with its ability to unravel Dark Souls' deepest lore.
Okay.
I find it so unique that a game can create such a sense of community, and intentional or not, the vagueness of Dark Souls really leads to it being a community game. Even from my personal experience, there were so many times where I was lost and I had to go to my little brother and ask, what the heck do I do? Especially the part with the ghosts where you cannot hit them unless you have that cursed object, the one that looks like a hand. You know what I'm talking about. And as frustrating as it can be, it's also super rewarding, and I think that's the whole entire vibe of Dark Souls, and I love it. As a side note, since we're talking about what makes these games so beautiful, I want to talk about Anne Orlando, which is often considered to be the game's most beautiful area. Honestly, I've always found it to be really big, empty, and cold. So I found it absolutely mind-blowing that on my second playthrough, after I lifted Gwendolyn's veil over the city, that it all was shown to be fake. In conclusion, there's nothing like a confusing, depressing, never-ending cycle of a rotting world to get a guy in a really good mood and, let him have a good time, unwind a little bit.